Hi, my name is Ron, and today we're going to do some ramen, and we're going to cook it up the way I cook it up, and we'll show you the sequence that I go through here to put together a ramen bowl that is inexpensive, low sodium, and let's get started. Now we use a couple of freeze-dried mushrooms here, and we get those at H Mart. You can get those in the dried mushroom department there. They're about $7 for a full pack. And what we're going to do is that we're going to put some hot water in them and get those things going, and they're going to soak for about a half hour. And so that's the first thing I normally do, is get these things going and get them soaking. For the protein, I use these sweet teriyaki chicken fillets. I get these actually at Sam's, and they're fairly expensive, about $12 for this pack of 3.5 pounds. And then I take these out and I defrost. One is typically enough, but sometimes I have two if I'm extra hungry. So add to your heart's content what makes sense for you. For the liquid, I use this low sodium vegetable broth. Get that at the H-E-B as well too, and usually put in enough for a single serving. You can put in as much as you like to adapt to yours. We'll let that go in there. And the reason I use low sodium is that I'm going to be adding the contents of the ramen. I'll show you here shortly. Okay, here's the essence of it. I use this the ramen noodle soup that I get at H-E-B, 25 cents, and it's got the noodles on a little package in there. We'll take a look at what's inside there. So I think most of the sodium stuff is included within this package. So we'll put a little bit in it. All right. And then we do some onion powder. Okay, put a dash of that in there. Dash of cayenne. Some cayenne in there to give a little bit of spice. Next step is garlic powder. And put the garlic in there. Get it nice and going there. And then a little bit of ground turmeric as well too. Let's see what the combination of spices are in there, and then what I add is sesame oil. Okay, just to kind of get a little bit of taste in there. That's probably enough of that. Then I use mirin, which is a Japanese sweet wine, and that gives it a little bit of a sweet flavor in there. And pour that in there, and I'll let that soak for a bit and soak up those spices. Okay, off this goes into the microwave. Usually frozen about 405 at 70%. Now we're going to slice up the mushrooms, and those mushrooms, drain the water out. Okay, go over here, and we're going to typically chop the stems off like that. Get these sliced up into small slices. These are a little tough. There we go. Get that off there. Try this one. The longer you soak them, sometimes you can put them in overnight and they do pretty good. Sometimes some of these other ones are sometimes a little bit tough. So we slice off bits. There we go. Okay, then I'm going to take those. And I'm going to put these in there and turn that on and get that boiling. Usually what I do also is stir this up, get this mixed up real good. So it's kind of like when the water hits it, it dissolves pretty quickly into the broth. And then kind of wipe it. Okay, chicken's done here. What we're going to do with this is go ahead and get this pretty much chopped up, and we do it like this. Okay, and then that'll go into the soup itself. All right, the broth there is boiling, so we put that in there, and we set this for 3 minutes. Make sure it's done there and submerged. And you can see it's boiling nicely. We go halfway through process, kind of stir it up a little bit. Okay, we're done here. 3 minutes are up. We're going to transfer it to the bowl here. It automatically gets all the stuff, all that juice built in there. And I just kind of stir it up there a little bit. Okay. And we wash the pot out. Through there. And with this, take a look. Sometimes the noodles are a little bit too much for me, so I take some of them out. If you like a lot of noodles, keep the noodles in. If you don't, then take them out. It always leaves a little bit more room for the protein that I put in there as well too. Okay, and then we go to what's called final assembly. And you can see here I've got green onions chopped. These are baby bok choy that's been chopped up, and then radishes. We've got jalapeno peppers, and we've got cilantro there. And here we've got chili garlic sauce. You can get this at H Mart as well too, or HEB. Okay, so all I do is put the chicken in there. Okay, get that going, and then in with the final assembly there. Put this there. Okay, put these around the edge here because I like them around the edge. Okay, and then the jalapeno peppers go in there as well too. Okay, a little bit of this, and I've already got one open, so I have to use the bottom of the barrel, put that on there. And you can add some pickled onions if you have some pickled onions. I'm out at the moment. And for the boiled egg that goes in there, learn how to boil egg. You can see that on YouTube to get that soft boiled egg set up. And once you've done that, then you've got like an official ramen there. So that's the ramen, and that's ready to go. So enjoy. Bon appetit.